You all know the Caterham. It's pretty easy to simply book the crazy R500 version for every test, but this new Supersports R model for $28,000 fully built looks like a winner to me. You get a 2-litre Duratec pushing 180 horsepower, a 535 kilogram curb weight, a locking rear differential and a smile so wide they'll think you're Jack Nicholson.
I need to slightly expose myself as being old, because when I first started doing this job, I don't know, a few years ago, a fast Caterham had 120 horsepower, a really fast Caterham had 160 horsepower, and a blinking quick Caterham had around 200 horsepower. This is the Caterham Supersport. It's a pretty delicious little package actually for a snick under 28 grand fully built. A 2-litre Duratec with what I was told was supposed to be a normal engine, not too fast. It has 182 horsepower. This car is really fast. After the Morgan, it feels a different world. We're not comparing the two cars like for like. This is more a celebration, as I said. What else do we get? We've got a locking diff. We've only got 5 gears. We're missing one. We've got tiny little 175 section rears, and we've got oversteer wherever we want it. We've also got a small, hirsute man sitting in the driver's seat, wondering why he hasn't driven one of these things in the last couple of years, because they are absolutely brilliant. I sometimes wish every car company that tries to make a sports car or a sporting version of a normal car would spend time in a Caterham. On the one hand, it would teach them so much about how a car should feel underneath you if you want a driver to really connect with it. On the other hand, I fear that they would say, well, we just can't do that. Unless you've got something that's as light and as clever and as simple as the 7, you just can't achieve it. The steering's telepathic, it's just gorgeous. And even this supposedly not too aggressive example, to me feels like a really, really fast car. It's on those little CR500 tyres, it's got loads of grip. Oh. You can enjoy driving the Caterham slowly, you're exposed to the elements, a lot less exposed than the Morgan. This feels like an SL Mercedes after that thing. But actually the difference here is that the Caterham wants to be driven in a different manner. It wants you to behave a little bit naughtily with it, and I can't really resist it. Look, you see, I didn't mean to, but suddenly we're accelerating, and now we're going faster! What a car! And it's small on the road. I've got options, I've got so much space in between the white lines. I feel I can place it where I want to place it. And even though the suspension is good, it still feels a little bit skittish, so it feels alive on the road. It's moving around the whole time. If I hit big bumps, it gets deflected. Not in an uncouth manner, not in a way that would lead me to say that it's a bad car, but just enough to keep me on my toes. The Caterham does that, it keeps you on your toes. Don't make a car that can give me the experience I'm having now. That's quite an important distinction. Just love driving them. Absolutely love driving them. The braking performance, I mean, you look at those brake discs, they're tiny, but because of the lack of mass, the thing just stops in a way that any supercar couldn't hope to match. And you're on your own, no ABS, no nothing. Sort your braking out. If you get it right, well done. If you get it wrong, you're off. I haven't driven one in ages. I feel guilty, I feel car-loving genes down by not getting my fix. I should have been doing this more regularly. This is what it's all about. Amount of throttle changes the line in the corner. You can get these little delicious slides on, not big ugly drifts like I do the whole time, but little infinitesimal slides. They're lovely. Oh, yeah. There is no substitute for this. There is no substitute. The move to Ford Duratex many years ago gave a more reliable engine, just a little bit heavier and a lot more torque, so I'm now in 5th gear, 40 miles an hour, and I accelerate and I get instant urge. I mean, a K-Series car, it would have been a splutter and nothing. I slightly miss the zaniness of those VHPD K-Series engines where they would explode above 6,500 RPM and fire off towards 8,500. This is kind of all done around 7. But on the road, the torque is lovely. This 5-speed gearbox, it doesn't feel quite as slick sometimes to me as the 6. You've really got to help it with a good amount of blip on the way down through the gears. Reverse is a total pain to get to, but then who cares? And this simple dashboard, I just feel like I've come home. Everything's spread about in a fairly random fashion, but you can reach it all. And there's even a fag lighter under there. Can something so basic be worth nearly £28,000? If you love driving, of course it can. This is absolutely pure. You know, if you could, you wouldn't buy amphetamine with something in it, you'd buy absolutely pure amphetamine. And that's what this car is. Oh, it's been a tonic today. I've loved driving it. Wow. Maybe I should own one.